I'm Erra, and this is the New Era podcast. Welcome. I am a singer-songwriter and creative. I do a lot of different things. I wanted to shed light on some of the less glamorized things that us creatives go through. There's a lot of darkness and light things that come with being a creative and entering this industry. So here on the New Era podcast, I want to really go into the creative's journey and also open up a safe space for people who want to be creative, want to start making music, want to enter this industry, and just kind of learn a little bit more about what it's really like and the things you may have to go through and the things that you might have to learn to strategize with and the different levels to this, because there is different levels to this. A lot of the things that are very important I feel like are shied away from being talked about. I'm not sure if it's the fear or, people want to protect their image, of course, because image is everything in this game. I'm here to connect with people. I'm here to shed light on topics that people might be scared to talk about, uplift our community. So if that's what you're all about, then rock with me. I want to start out by talking about being an independent artist. Being an independent artist means you wear a lot of hats. When you sign to a label or you sign with somebody, they're helping you create all of that and offering you money. So it can sound really, really exciting, and some people think that that's what you need to make it. There is another way to go about it, being an independent artist, and it is harder. It does mean that you start off doing a lot by yourself, and you may not get all the recognition that you're looking for right away. It takes time to find all the missing pieces to the puzzle, and that's really what it is. You're solving equations and puzzles in your own business constantly. It's not easy, but it's definitely a better route if you want more control or freedom over your art, which for me, being an artist is about creating real art. So the moment I have somebody telling me what I can and can't do, that takes away what this is all about for me. So I'm going the independent artist route, and I know there's a lot of us out here right now trying to figure out how to make this work and how to get this going, because I know it's not easy, and if you're on this journey, you know it's not either, but I believe it is worth it. That brings me to also talking about making connections and networking, which I do a lot of, but I realize that this is definitely a male-dominated field. So for us female artists out there comes a lot with that, carrying yourself a certain way, asserting yourself a certain way, and just really being respected for your music and as an artist rather than just being the woman in the room, because I do experience this a lot. There's a lot of male artists out here that are getting it right now, and I applaud all of you guys. I'm like, female artists, come on, let's get it. It forces me to be in male-dominated fields a lot, and I want to be respected for who I am and what I bring to the table. And in order to do that, you have to know how to carry yourself, and you have to learn how to respond to certain situations a certain way. And I feel like that's something that's not fully talked about either. And being a female artist, I feel like it's harder for us to gain respect right off the bat. You really have to gain some sort of success to get that sometimes, but it's all with how you carry yourself. So I'm navigating this, I'm learning. Every event and everything I go to is always a learning curve. There's always more to experience and learn how to move in these different scenes. So I guess I can talk about that next. These networking scenes, getting into these scenes with people who are really doing things, people who are creating, people who are looking to network, people who are looking to expand, people who have the numbers to bring you where you want to go. Getting into those rooms is one thing, but navigating them once you're there is a whole other game. It is a game, and there's no rules. It's important. It's important how you go about things. I carry myself with integrity always, but not everybody does so. In fact, a lot of people don't. Definitely be wary of your surroundings, use your intuition, make sure you're fully grounded before walking into situations. But that's gonna bring me into my next topic, knowing who you are. Going into this industry, you can't be confused. You can't be confused on who you are or what you're trying to say, because people will feel that off of you and they're going to question what you're about as well. Being very clear on who you are is important. It's confidence is key, but also hard work. None of this just comes out of nowhere. Us creatives, myself included, I'm working every day to plan things and create things and work on music and practice performance, and this is an ongoing journey. This is not something that is all fun and games. It may seem like that sometimes, but half of the time the events that you see us artists at, we're there for work. We're there to perform, we're there to network, we're there to grow. I know that this is gonna just get deeper and deeper as it continues. That's what I've experienced so far. Just be careful with everything. This podcast is for you. This podcast is for you that wants to put yourself out there. This podcast is for you that's trying to begin your journey. That's for you to hear the realness and to connect to real creatives, and I'm so excited to bring on these people that I have lined up. So I plan to end off each podcast with a question. And so since today this is the introduction video and it's just me, I'm gonna ask myself that question. So the question would be, if you could talk to yourself at the beginning of your artist journey, with everything that you know today, what would you say? I did not brief this question. Let me think about it. I would tell her that it's gonna be a really long journey. Things aren't gonna happen as quickly as you think, but that every single thing you're going through, good and bad, is all leading you to where you're supposed to be. You're gaining pieces of knowledge and skills and talents that you're gonna need for where you're going. And don't give up. Thanks for joining me. See you on the next episode.